My name is Michelle Brown. I am an elementary and high school counselor in Harlem.
Within these past couple of months, I would definitely say that with the civil rights movement and with COVID, I felt challenged as a counselor. I have high school students and I have elementary students. Of course, the way that I address the students would be very, very differently. I feel that the high school students were more effective because it challenged them with their social groups that they normally see every single day at school. I feel for everyone, your routine was disrupted. You had to find a way to recreate your routine and be comfortable with change. And I feel like in that moment, that was so powerful for everyone, no matter who you are, child, adult, professional. You had to deal with an uncomfortable change that you couldn't do anything about. So you find a way to actually make something that seems traumatic. You turn it, like you change your perspective. That's the better way to address it. You change your perspective. Perspective is everything in any situation. And because I was able to give that to myself, I was able to give it to my students. And I did that because a lot of my students were dealing with a lot of anxiety of not being able to see their friends. They were challenged because they were afraid, like we were all at the same fate. If we are not, if we're not safe enough, if we don't follow the rules of wearing a mask, we can possibly die. And how scary is that? So I felt like I was able to develop a stronger bond, like through vulnerability, through circumstances of uncertainty. And when the civil rights movement happened after COVID, it empowered me as a counselor because I'm a school counselor in Harlem where we serve predominantly African American and Hispanic students, and they were open with me because they could relate. So I was happy that I was a counselor and they felt comfortable telling me their truth of how they truly felt in their heart about the events. They didn't have to sugarcoat it. They didn't have to hide it. They felt naturally comfortable. I had a fourth grader who came to me during a Zoom session, and she expressed her concerns, like with the civil rights movement. She expressed her concerns, like fearing for the future. She was Hispanic, and she basically related to the issues that were going on. And she said, I'm afraid for myself and I'm afraid for my family, Miss Brown. When she said that, to be honest, it hurt me inside. So I wore my feelings inside. And I basically said, well, I can understand. Tell me more about that. So at that moment, it was just for her to basically explain and get out all her feelings. I allowed her moment to speak on how she truly felt from her heart, because that's important. Getting out how you truly feel and having a safe place. As counselors, that's what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to provide a safe, non-judgmental place where people can express themselves freely. And I honored that. I stayed with her in that moment. That's what I like about being a counselor, by the way. You get to be a human. You get to be a human that feels every single emotion. You get to feel scared. You get to feel worried. It actually builds on you being more compassionate, more understanding. And that's what everyone is looking for. Like someone who understands them, someone who they feel comfortable being vulnerable with and speaking their truth.